Hello football fans, we're back with the wildest fantasy football network update yet. There has been crazy rallies and devastating plunges these past few weeks, and no one is better equipped to inform you about them than us here at the FFN. From star-crossed lovers to no remorse heartbreak, IDK takes down Skull's team in an upset that can only be deemed as surprising to say the least. Is the juggernaut that was Skull's team just a phantom mirage, or did Skull's team's hearts get the better of them in this clash? We shall see next week as both of these teams look to have an easier matchup in Week 11, where they hope to continue to improve both their records. With only 4 games left in the regular season, the competition is firing up between the teams ranked 6th and below. The chances for some of these teams are starting to slim down, but that doesn't mean they are going to go down without a fight. A perfect example of this is Pokimane Tier 3 Sims, who started the season at 2-5, but has been on a 3-game winning streak. Not only have they taken the 6th seed, but did so in commanding fashion by scoring 126 points, the highest of Week 10. There should be definitely a slugfest between them and the 14th pick, as they both are sitting at 5-5 records, and a single loss at this stage could be devastating. 14th pick faced a devastating loss as it all came down to Monday Night Football. With the final sack made by the Eagles, 14th pick's winning record was sacked as well. 14th pick lost by a mere 0.56 points to the MILF Hunters. He must be kicking himself in the butt for starting Chuba Hubbard. Speaking of devastating losses, Darkside Sith Lords takes one of the biggest blows of the season, losing their number 1 draft pick, Cooper Kupp, who will need to have ankle surgery and be placed on IR. This couldn't have come at a worse time as the Darkside Sith Lords sit at the 5th seed. Will both Darkside Sith Lords and Cooper Kupp be able to come back for the playoffs? Only time will tell. But despite the losses, some teams have pulled through the pain and come out on the other side smelling like daisies. System Operating and You Suck, throwing a Hail Mary, and the MILF Hunters are sitting pretty at the top of the standings. But it's still too early to get comfortable for these teams, as no one is yet guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. With that said, 2 of these Titans will face off in Week 11, the first and the former first seeds. System Operating and throwing a Hail Mary will square off to establish who truly deserves the number 1 spot. Teams are scrambling to get their acts together in the home stretch of the regular season, but which teams will be able to pull off the hat trick? The best place to hear the latest and greatest news in fantasy is right here on the Fantasy Football Network. This was an FFN update. I'm Jonathan Park.